is Tiffany. I'm 18 years old and I started the program on December 11th. So before I started the program, I had a severe sensitivity to chemicals. I had this condition for 5 years. School was really hard. I ended up graduating, but just barely. My parents had to bounce me around from public schools to private schools to homeschooling just because you can't really avoid chemicals. So it was a challenge. Work was really hard. I didn't work very often, and when I did work, it usually resulted in a hospital trip. Customers would come in wearing perfumes or colognes or fragrance of any kind. Didn't really have much of a personal life. I didn't really go anywhere or do anything. I stayed at home most of the time because it was safe there. Before, when I had exposure to chemicals, I would go into anaphylactic shock. My throat would swell shut, my lungs would shut down, I couldn't breathe, I had headaches, I got dizzy, sometimes I'd even get a rash in my arms. It was bad. I had to use my epi-pen, go to the hospital where they'd give me all sorts of steroid injections to stabilize my lungs, heart monitors, respirators, oxygen masks, antihistamines. What my doctors told me was that if I lived to see my 30th birthday, it would be a medical miracle. My lungs were deteriorating 0.67% a month, and they even referenced giving me a lung transplant to giving an alcoholic a new liver. Because of my chemical sensitivity, my body would just naturally deteriorate any other lungs, so it was like delaying the inevitable. There was no options. There was nothing for me. All I could do was kind of tough it out and make the best of the next 10 years. When I went to the specialist, they didn't know what it was. They pretty much closed their doors and told me that they didn't know, so I was on my own. When I went to see the allergist, she did a number of different allergy testings, and they all come back normal. I guess you could say that this was not an allergy, so she couldn't help me either, and she didn't know how to treat me. At first, I was a bit skeptical about taking the program. I'd been to doctors and acupuncturists and naturopaths, and I've done physiotherapies. I did natural supplements. I did everything I could possibly think about doing, and I was so tired of being disappointed that I didn't want to get excited about this working because I didn't want to feel that disappointment again. Since the first day of the program, I've noticed a lot of changes. Even after the first class, I felt so much better. My sense of smell has changed significantly. I don't smell fragrances as poisons anymore. I smell them for the fragrances that they actually are. I can enjoy the smell, natural smells too. I've noticed flowers even smell pretty. They don't smell like toxins, and perfumes, as bad as they are, they smell nice now. They smell the way they used to smell, normal. Now I can go to college. I can go out for dinner, I can go to movie theaters and malls, I can go to parties and to friends' houses. I can be a normal 18-year-old. I feel like I missed so much growing up being a teenager, but now I feel like I don't have to miss the rest of my life. I can grow into an adult and be normal now. Take this program. She really can help you. She gave me my life back, and you can have yours too. I'm not afraid anymore. I don't have anything to be afraid of. The world's potentially a really cool place, and now I just want to see it all.